Hey y'all, welcome back to Blendverse Reviews. So, as teased with some of the few community posts that I recently uploaded, I'm going to review the Figma action figure series Silent Hill 2 Red Pyramid thing. Apparently this is very well known as a pyramid head as well. This has to be my most favorite horror game out there. The remake was amazing, though I didn't really get to play it yet. The original Silent Hill 2 is still unbeatable. That thing's amazing. And I'm glad I have this guy in my collection since a couple years ago. It's been almost 3 years since I owned this guy on my shelf, and I'm glad that I can finally review it after creating my YouTube channel last March or something. So, anyways, let's get straight to the review. So this is the box, and of course inside the box there's a bunch of those blasters over here, whatever you call it. You have it there. I just took it out to take the accessories outside of the box so that I can just review it rapidly. This is the side of the box. Amazing. The back side's my favorite. Look at those iconic poses, like especially this thing at the very last scene of the Silent Hill 2 over here with the fight with James Sunderland. Love that thing. My main survivor in Dead by Daylight is James Sunderland. Though my main killer in DVD is Springtrap, but I used to main Pyramid Head before that, and it is such an amazing guy in the game as well. That's awesome, so let's bring the figure itself, cause damn, I just love this thing. Look at that. So what comes with this figure is, of course, you have the ideal fist hand attached inside a box with this guy in the beginning. And after that, of course, you have a bunch of other hands as well, like open hand with some gripped hand, another palm, grip hand, and things. You get separate neck piece, and I'm going to show you why this is a thing. And you get a separate pieces of spear over here, where of course you can attach these to each other. So it works like that, and it is awesome. And of course, you have the figure itself with the gigantic chef knife with the pyramid head here. Such an awesome piece. So now I want to get into some details with this figure because it is amazing. The whole piece at the front side of this head over here is where his tongue comes out. It represents some kind of thing that's not really appropriate, honestly, and I wouldn't really specify why. Definitely not a game for kids, I would say. And the overall detail is flipping cool. Look at the painting on the arm and things. Look at the weathering on the chef's knife. Look at that. Look at the zippers at the shoe, the boots as well. Look at all the stains, the blood stains and everything. Look at that. I feel like I can already hear the siren after seeing this guy for a bit. Just a couple seconds. Look at the brain all the way inside under his head over here. Definitely disgusting. Nicely done, these belt kind of things as well. The hole at the back is actually used for a Figma base that actually comes with this figure. It's just a simple basic Figma base. I apparently don't have it with this guy inside a box because I'm currently using it for the NECA Dead Space Necromorph. That guy has a bit of hard time balancing, so I'm using that as a base for him right now. So yeah, it's really cool. There's so much to explore with this guy. Even the front side, the belt kind of thing over here, the muscle definition, the veins, the blood on the glove. Look at that. Look how iconic it looks. I just love everything about this design and everything. Like, it's awesome and really cool. And yeah, what should we go with next? Well, let's get to the articulation because actually it's quite impressive. So it's double peg joint for the neck, so it goes all the way down and it looks up about that much. Of course, it rotates side to side. There's a pivot as well. The torso moves a lot, double ball jointed. The arm moves a lot. Same. Those classic Figma joints, you know, single jointed elbow, but it's in ball joints, so you can move it in any direction. The wrist moves up and down. Of course, there's a swivel. The leg, of course, moves outwards. You can bend it all the way. But under the skirt area, this piece over here is completely blocked. Not so sure why that's the case, but I don't know. I mean, not a lot of people would love to explore the downside of this Figma figure, right? I mean, most of the figures, right? I mean, if you're the type of person who likes to explore the bottom part of the figure, I respect you. But yeah, it's not like I do, so I don't really mind too much about it. But this guy's awesome anyway. By the way, the reason why I'm not articulating too much with this figure, because it's rare to get the authentic version of this guy. There's a lot of fake version of this figure, and you can tell the difference with the box and the painting, the overall quality of this figure itself. And I'm 100% confident that mine is authentic, because I checked everything a couple years ago when I bought this guy. I checked everything, if it was bootleg, everything. It was all authentic. I assure you it is. Almost, I mean, all the figures that I collect are authentic. I'm not a type of person to buy the bootleg ones a lot, especially. No, I rarely buy them, so. So, with the handpiece, the Figma base, which is not here. By the way, this separated piece for the neck here, there's a hole over here. And remember the image at the back side of the box? Over here, that's his last iconic pose with the end of Silent Hill 2. You can attach this peg on the sphere to the neck, to the throat, which I actually never did, actually. This is my first time doing it. And you can attach the neck piece inside, that's under here over his head, and then do the display kind of thing, which is pretty cool. I feel like I can cook this like marshmallow or something. This is pretty sick. I'm not a type of person to play too much with the accessories in case I break it, and it's kind of hard to get. There's not a lot of product available for Silent Hill 2, and I'm really waiting for a 12-inch James Sunderland figure from Sideshow or something. I really do want to get one of it. James Sunderland has to be my favorite protagonist out of all the game. Silent Hill 2 is my first favorite horror game. Then comes Resident Evil and some Dying Light, Dead by Daylight, Dead Space guys, but Silent Hill 2 is my favorite. Just love the music by Akira as well. Everything I love about this franchise, just, it's a life lesson in my opinion. I'm not sure if a lot of people will agree, but here it is. Oh, by the way, with the articulation, I think I haven't showed you, there's a toe articulation as well. Darn impressive, right? Of course, there's a pivot and everything. It's in ball joint. So, the skirt's made out of, more of a rubbery, soft plastic material, so you can move it freely, but of course, when you stretch the leg outwards too much over time, it's gonna stress the plastic, so I'm just keeping him in standing pose. Of course, I want to make him stand like these, more action kind of pose for this guy, but apparently I don't want to do it because I don't want to ruin the skirt area. But still, this guy, just having this guy on the shelf is already a good thing to, I don't know, just does a lot in my collection. Even though this guy stands about 6-inch tall, just like Marvel Legends, all the way to the tip of his head, if he stays still, it's definitely shorter than NECA Ultimate Series figures, but still, detail-wise, this guy beats most of them in my opinion. It's really cool. So if you ever get a chance to get this guy on your shelf, go do it straight ahead. You will not regret it. Well, yeah, actually this was more of a showcase, because in my very first showcase video in my channel, I apparently told people that I'm gonna do a showcase and call my video showcase if I decide not to do too much with articulation and things, because a lot of collections on my shelf are based on whatever I truly like, because I only have one shelf and the things outside of the shelf are being kept outside in the storage, inside a box and things. The things I put in the shelf are what I prioritize all the time, and I don't want to touch them myself and ruin it as well. So yeah, I mean, that's a thing in my channel. Yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll come back with another, I don't know, horror figure review or something. I should do more Kaiju and Godzilla stuff as well, but not so sure, and I cannot guarantee what I'm gonna do next. But anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll come back with another review.